You might have all heard of NEOM by now. The mega project situated in northwestern Saudi Arabia is meant to be a living laboratory characterized by high-tech, sustainable solutions to environmental problems. The most ambitious and advertised segment of the project is the futuristic urban plan of The Line. It is meant to represent a compact, zero-carbon city of the future in the middle of the desert. Originally planned to be 170 kilometers long with 10 million residents, the project has been scaled back to 2.4 kilometers to house only 300,000 people. With the 2030 deadline less than 4 years away, the project has been denounced as an irresponsible project that squanders Saudi Arabia's wealth and perpetuates the human rights and labor abuses that the kingdom has already been criticized for.
Well, that's not the full story. While criticisms of The Line are completely justified, they are limited when they focus on the setbacks of the project. Despite the reputational and financial difficulties that Saudi Arabia is facing in funding these visions, they still continue to be planned and built. So we have to ask ourselves, what is NEOM meant to do exactly in Saudi Arabia, and how can it achieve its purpose despite the problems it has experienced? When we explore this question, we understand how NEOM is not all about buildings and foreign investment. Rather, it is about a country that prepares itself for a radical economic and social transformation by providing an imagination that goes beyond traditional governance. The rising pressure of peak oil in 2030, when the demand of oil is meant to drop sharply, has led the Saudi government to embrace high-tech, futuristic means of economic development. This approach has been termed tech optimism, or where the solutions for the climate crisis are not planned through stepping away from capitalism, the market, and technology, but rather through maximizing them. In the context of the Gulf, this is sometimes called desert tech.
The best method for managing climate change and resource issues are local management, where users have a say in the rules that dictate behavior in their environment. It seems obvious that Saudi Arabia should be turning to the Huwaitat tribe, among others, to lead their green policy. But the desert tech design of NEOM is a green interventionist strategy where the state can use environmental projects as a mean for consolidating Saudi sovereignty. The success of The Line or other sub-projects in NEOM is not measured exclusively through their final built product. So long as the project continues to displace the Huwaitat people and break their connection to their indigenous lands, they neutralize an alternative threat to state-sponsored modernity. With indigenous knowledge suppressed, Saudi Arabia continues to advertise its centralized futuristic designs as the only means towards economic and political development. NEOM has enraptured the attention of people and businesses around the world who are now imagining a future through this desert tech lens. NEOM reveals the potential for discourses and imaginaries to serve green interventionism with equal force of tangible policies and space. But is there a way for a new imaginary to be constructed that amplifies the voices of the Huwaitat tribe?